I'm Hannah Damian, the Global Head of Content of GBR, and today I'll be interviewing our Research Director, Alexander Demmer, who has kindly agreed to share his thoughts as part of GBR's Insights. Thank you for joining me today, Alexander. Can I ask you to introduce yourself?
Thank you, Kama. Welcome. Well, I believe I have a certain affinity for transformation, especially looking at you, so young, Hannah. I feel like being 100 years old. But anyway, out of this 100 years, I spent more than 25 years in operational excellence and business improvement roles. And I believe I am one of the pioneers in the integration of lean management, IT best practices, and corporate culture. I went through various types of transformations, like the digital one over the last decade, Lean Six Sigma, SAP introduction and rollouts, IT centralization and outsourcing, during critical enterprise phases, like corporate mergers and divestments. And last but not least, I feel very much committed to missions linking profitability with social responsibility. For example, since the beginning of the Corona pandemic, I am engaging myself as a volunteer to support small and mid-sized companies on their digital path.
Excellent. So you obviously have a wealth of experience that we can leverage on. So let me start the conversation off with this. Over the last year, COVID-19 has caused major disruptions to businesses everywhere, which has, of course, forced the development of digitalization. But it's fair to say digital transformation has always been high up on the agenda. Now, almost 1 decade since the birth of digitalization, looking at the results of many manufacturing enterprises along the digital journey, we see a wide spectrum of performance outcomes from excellent to flagrant failures. And I think that among the many reasons behind successful results, a strong culture of lean management seems to have maybe fallen into oblivion, when there's in fact a strong correlation between successful digitalization and lean management. So are we disrupting manufacturing or reinventing the wheel?
Well, that's a good question, Hannah. If you remember during our research activities, having a closer look at the homepages of many manufacturing companies, we had the impression they are pouring us a horn plenty of new buzzwords. Customer experience, agile organization, culture of innovation and failure, and so on, suggesting us that they have achieved a quantum leap in a new dimension. And at the same time, some publications around digital transformation are proclaiming we are shaping a new era of disruption, disrupting almost all previous achievements. But let's be honest, are these enterprises really playing in the Champions League? Are they among the front runners in doing digital, or are some of them just opportunistically riding the spirit of the time, say the Zeitgeist, as we call it in German?
So it's almost as if it's become socially acceptable to celebrate a completely new world with new attitudes, disciplines, and behaviors.
Indeed, is it a new word? I think that's the question we should ask, because if you are comparing it the previous transformation over the last decades, we are seeing a common denominator. The initial focus used to be mainly on technology, on management procedures, on process standardizations, basically everything that we would associate with the tool set term. And this tool set has been often overestimated in detriment of what we would call mindset, say the culture of a functioning company with all the organization roles and responsibilities personified by the humans, by its employees. And at the end of the day, we arrive at the same conclusion, which is the relevance of the individuals supporting or resisting changes.
So to recap, what you're saying is the digitalization in manufacturing is entering into a maturity phase, learning how to integrate the tool and mindset of the transformation.
Exactly. I think that's an important outcome of our research as well. So in a nutshell, why do companies with a Lean Six Sigma DNA better perform on their digital journey? Spontaneously, I would quote the first lean mantra which my sensei, say lean coach, I would call it, injected me. So he told me, eliminate waste before you improve, which translated in the digital era would be something like, don't automate, don't digitize waste. And actually, it's not surprising, you know, lean and digital are sharing the same objectives, which is create value. Lean is creating value by using improvement methods without IT, important. And digital is creating value by using IT, using the connectivity, using the achievements of the Industry 4.0 era as an improvement enabler. So it's not surprising that the Lean Six Sigma companies are the winners of this race, as they are building on a stable foundation. So they, this way they have a considerable lead over the competitors who don't have the transformational expertise of the Lean Six Sigma companies.
Mm-hmm. So they're building on a culture of transformation, which is the advantage.
Exactly.
Well, a great bit of insight there, Alexander. Next time, Alexander and I will be continuing our dialogue around the role of people. And if you have any questions to pose to Alexander, please feel free to comment below or email us at hello@gb-research.com. See you next time. Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you, Hannah.
The role of people and the relationships. See you guys next time.
Welcome.